Hello. This video is to help others to get to know Nebius AI Cloud better. I sign up Nebius AI Cloud as a regular user using my personal credit card. I think everyone checking out this video should know Nebius is the current leader for the AI cloud. It's one of the major neo clouds provider. So I kind of curious to see what they offer, and especially I want to have my hands on to see what's their GPU platform, how they operate, and what's their pricing and how much it will cost for a regular user. In addition, I kind of want to leverage their current Terraform library and also use some of their CLI. I know there's some already multiple Nebius AI Cloud GUI tutorial, so I'm not trying to spend any time trying to browse the GUI. I think other videos are already very quite helpful. So pretty much if you take a look at their website, and you can see they offer multiple cutting edge GPU platform. And pretty much I want to see what's the maximum I can get, and if you take a look at their current pricing, and you can see they offer very high end and also some lower end for one range of workloads. The case I'm particularly interested with will be H200 and H100 because this is a still very core GPU offering for the lots of varieties of GPU workloads. You can see they do have on-demand and preemptible. So I want to test the preemptible version because it's first is on my personal budget. I really want to keep my costs down. And the test I'll be running will be the NVIDIA Nico test. So it will not be very long. So pretty much I just want to see how Nebius AI Cloud spin up the two GPU nodes and each one with the H200 or H100 connecting with infinity band, fabric. So we all know these nodes, each node will have 8 dedicated connects 7 400 gig infinity band links. So they are kind of fully matched together to do this testing. So I want to see if they can max out their infinity band, and network and also the GPU to verify the workload. So that's the plan. I kind of want to see the test will be successful, and also I want to see how much it will cost. Pretty much if you run the hourly rate, I think this, preemptible will be like $40 or something. My test will be shorter than $40 if you later on to see my cost. The final cost, it typically range about $20 to run the test, but pretty much you don't need to do the Nico testing. You can do whatever other workloads. Pretty much in summary, I did verify the Nebius AI Cloud can have two 8-node GPU spin up and also can fully talking with the infinity band networking, and the cost is relatively very low. For around $20, you can have access to 16 H200 and 16 400 gig infinity band. That's like very very good deal. Okay, so that's more like my goal, pretty much on the budget side, the cost side, and also the technology stack I'll be talking about. So pretty much if you take a look at my GitHub, so this is a GitHub I created. I pretty much base the GitHub, my repo from the official Nebius solution library. So they have many other solutions, and one of them is this KAS training, and this along. So this will spin up two GPU nodes, and they will leverage some module along this inside the module folder. So pretty much in my repo, I have this KS training to spin up the GPU and also the module folder. And some other very useful API or tutorial you should take note if you just want to get familiar with Nebius AI is on their Nebius website. You go to documentation, you go to developer tools. Over here, it will have two major sections, CLI and then Terraform. So pretty much you have all the reference document over here. And another very well documented article is under their infrastructure. So under their compute, pretty much everything will be running in the managed Kubernetes cluster. So control cluster itself on Nebius is free. So later on when you do the Terraform spin up, if you see my screen capture, initially it was first set of the controlled Kubernetes cluster control plane. That part is free. So if you take a look at this pricing part, so managed service for Kubernetes. Okay, so looks like Nebius only charge you when you really have your H100 or whatever GPU nodes being provisioned. So that's part that I want to take a note. So for this particular test, you should go to infrastructure and go to compute. And under compute, there's a management service for Kubernetes. And there's a tutorial for running Nico tests for InfiniBand. Okay, so InfiniBand, then pretty much this article is more for manual setup. Let me go to here. For the manual setup. So you need to prep, you're using the Nebius CLI to generate your instance, to list the subnet, and also later on you need to get your cluster. So first you need to create your cluster ID, and you get it, and then you also need to create your node group, which will include the 2 GPU nodes, and after that, in the following test, you do need to get your credential from this cluster, because otherwise you won't be able to do the kubectl from your management workstation. That's the whole part. So the Terraform part already have everything included. So pretty much everything is ready to go. It will show the management Kubernetes cluster ID. So pretty much if you get the repo Terraform up and running, you can start from here. Okay, so that's the part. So from the repo introduction, there's a README. This is lots of based on the original README from the Nebius solution library. Okay, so they have other solutions. As I said, I only have KS training and modules here just for this test. Okay, and pretty much you will see after you do need to have a Nebius CLI installed and kubectl installed, Terraform installed, and after, so you kind of need to do the source environment source. So this file pretty much will set up your config, your tenant, your project, so your region. So later on, you in a Terraform module, many of this variable will be used. So you kind of need to source this file first, as I readme said, and then you do the Terraform typical init plan apply. After this, the cluster should be up and running, and then you can start with this run command. Okay, so you first need to get the nodes, and you can do the to apply the MPI operator part. So this is kind of same thing as the here, because you can see they also have the kubectl for the training operator. Okay, and for the main Terraform module, let me go to the provider. So we do need several provider, the Nebius, Kubernetes, Helm, kubectl. So there's some variables you kind of need to define over here. And in the main module, you want to specify your control kind of management KS and cluster and all other IAM stuff. And this is the node group part. You want to specify the node group. We're not using any, GB300. So it depends on what GPU you'll be using. You can check out the related part. So for the test, I tested H200 in US Central region, which I'm US based, and also tested H100 in the EU North one part of their cloud. And I also have this Nico test. This is after your GPU cluster up and running, your training and operator up and running, then you will create the namespace for Nico test, and you will apply the spec over here, and then the MPI job will be spin up according to the spec. The important part I want to point it out is this version. I followed official tutorial because they are using newer version 23.4 compared with the solution library GitHub. So I just want to point it out. And the image is from the container registry at the EU North, but I did check their support. So right now, this particular image is still only available in the EU North. I don't have any image I can using like Nebius local public container registry to put. So I didn't change that part. Of course, I did try to create my own container registry, and then using the, and I can do the Docker pull and the Docker image copy to copy it over to my private. But in that case, it will start to involve with the service account to register your private, and it's not that easy to share with the rest of the public. So I keep this part as a public registry still at the EU North. But I do want to point it out. This is a newer version than their official solution library. If you check out their official tutorial doc, then this is the same version should be. And that's pretty much it. Let's go to the file. So this is actually the complete end-to-end screen capture for me to run this Terraform. And on the left side, I have my terminal, have the Terraform kubectl Nebius CLI running. And on the right side, I kind of want to see from the Nebius GUI interface how things going. So I kind of want to monitor and verify. And there's a interesting part later on I will point it out because my second node did get the preempt, so I did need to restart the node myself. But I think it's a good experience for other people to see in case your node did get preempt, you can just manual start the node. So this part, because you know the nature of a preemption, you should understand when you have a cheaper pricing, your service uptime is not guaranteed. If you really want to make sure your training or inference job up all the time, you definitely need to go to the regular or even doing a contracting reservation with the Nebius AI Cloud. Okay, so this part, the whole video is about 15 minutes, but you know that's including the spin up the Kubernetes control cluster, and then the node group. The interest part will be in the middle, because later on there's another several minutes I'm tearing down the whole cluster. I want to see that, but I'll just fast forward many parts of this video. I think I will post the separate, video just for this raw video link on the YouTube. But you know, this in this tutorial, I want to highlight some interesting stuff. Okay, so you can see right now, I already did the source. I already did init plan apply, and you can see the Kubernetes clusters control plane start to come up. We are still provisioning, and no Kubernetes nodes, the real virtual machine is being provisioned. So right now you are not being charged. Right now, it's kind of, they are trying to provision a free Terraform, free Kubernetes control cluster for you. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, now you can see we start to provision the real GPU nodes. It will take some time to get all the driver, all the charts, all the network operator up in place. So just want to see. So you can see this is a spec, and it's a preemptible, and you can see this H200. Okay, 8 of them. And the CPU, we have 128 virtual CPU and 1.6 terabytes memory. And we have 2 of them provisioning at the same time. Okay, so looks like we have one running. So in my experience, the running doesn't really mean the internal Kubernetes software stack is fully ready for you to run the test. So the best way is to later on, after you get prompt, say from Terraform everything finished, you do the kubectl get nodes to verify. Okay, so right now we are in the process doing the second one. Okay, second one is running. Let's see, I want to fast forward to the final. Okay, so this part is important with this ID, because that's your new Kubernetes, management Kubernetes cluster ID. You need that. This is the Nebius CLI. You can see Nebius CLI has the nice command for you to just get the credential from. So you don't need to manually need to copy the source over to your management workstation. Okay, so it's manually added. So now I can do the kubectl operation against this cluster. Okay, so this is good. Okay, I did just get pods all just to get to see which kind of pods are running in across namespace. Okay, this part I did the apply command. Okay, so pretty much it should be the same as this command over here. Okay, and later on, my test YAML I think has a little bit different, but pretty much it's based on this YAML file. Okay, let's continue. So I created a training operator. Okay, I did this part to apply test YAML. Okay, this part, I think the part will take some time to download that container registry because this project is based in the US Central. So it needs to go out to the EU North to fetch that the container image. That will take some time, but later on it did show running. Okay, so this part I was a little bit surprised because I should be able to get the outputs. So because later on you can see the I kind of want to show the in the capture because at this moment I think my second node will get a preempt, but it take me for some time to realize that. So I was trying to figure out what's going on, and you can see I even have the launcher and two worker nodes pods spin up. So I was thinking, okay, my pod is up, and I couldn't get the lock. And you can see right now you can see the node is stopped on the dashboard. So this is because of preemption. Now I realize, okay, maybe the node is not. It's just we don't have enough resources for my preemption GPU node. So I did a get node. I see the not ready for the second one, QC8, yeah. So now I kind of I have to just start this node again. So okay, so right now it's terminating, but I kind of want deleted the. Oh, I think there's a part I restarted. Maybe I skipped too fast. Okay, so I think this part. One more. Yeah, this stuff. Let's see. I want to see the. You can see I realize, okay, I need to start my node. Okay, so after that, the node will take some time to come up, but after it's coming up, everything goes smoothly from here. Okay, so we see the two ready. I want to delete the. I believe the. I delete the old job. Yeah, I delete the old one. Apply the new the YAML again. And the test itself is very quick. I think it's just 1 minute or a couple of minutes. So it's running. So by the time I think I want to capture the output, the pod's already trying to complete it. So I didn't get a chance to capture the So you can see there's no error for the infinite band, 460 gigabytes for every bus. That's very decent for NICO testing. And that's pretty much it. From here, later on I did some housekeeping. I was trying to monitor the pod, and then I did the whole log capture. And after I see everything is stable and test finish, I just go ahead to destroy. And destroy will take several minutes, and then you can see the process of the resources are being deleted, and then later on the whole entire cluster will be deleted. Okay, so you can see Terraform return these, everything is done. So that's pretty much it. So in summary, if you come back to my billing, for this entire test, actually, I think I run like $20, $18. I did run some other H200 similar tests on the EU North. It's $25, and this there's other some disk. It's that's very minimum. But pretty much, I would say, if you want to choose a preamble instance, it's about $20 to run, some quick tests. But you do have experience for the, the H100 or H200, GPU node experience, along with your entire infinite band, experience. That's pretty good to me. And you can see, one thing I really want to highlight before you run any test, they have this dashboard for the under admin. So if you say, okay, I want to check my current availability for the H200, and I want to check my region, and there's a preset. You kind of want to see, I want one GPU. I know for my test, it will be 8 GPU. So this is a current update. So I think the stats will be delayed for 30 minutes. So it's an estimate, but they will tell you for your GPU node, which region has capacity and what's the current, regular preamble and even with reservation. So that's I don't think I just have a regular account. So I don't think I have any reservation privilege, but pretty much this is the part I'm focused on. You can see that for US Central right now we have 7, so I have a better chance to launch compared with my tests, originally. So that's pretty much it from the technical and the workflow. And so in general, I do feel it's very rock solid GPU offering, along with their infinity band, the mesh network supporting the two fully loaded GPU nodes. Thank you very much.